welcome to another episode of Indigenous Survival. I'm your host, Jeff Gibson, and today isn't what I wanted to show you today. I had to change my plans on a trap that I was going to make. I had planned on doing a live trap using some mosquito head nets that I bought, but it turns out the way I wanted to hook it up will not work, so plan B. The other day was my grandson's he just turned 2 years old. So I was at a place called Five Below and buying some decorations for his party. Well, I happened to notice a toy there. I'm not sure what you're supposed to play with it. I really don't. Be honest, I'm old. I have no idea. It's called a play parachute. Let me get this over here for a second. Now, it says Jumbo Play Parachute. And I'll read it over here. It says 6-inch diameter. And if you read the back, it says it's a colorful 6-foot parachute. Strong handles. It has 9 reinforced handles. It's easy for kids to hold and control. Versatile play, travel friendly. It says it's a fun toy for school recess or gym class, as well as the beach, park, playground, or backyard. I don't know what game you're supposed to play with this. I don't. I'll admit that I have no idea. We never did this when I was in school. But I got looking at it, and I thought I'd open it a little bit at the store like this. And I went, start feeling it. I'm like, hey, that's kind of a good nylon. And if you look at the colors, you know, you got red, white, blue, red, white, blue, red, white, blue. And I went ahead and bought it because it was only, I think, $3 at Five Below. Maybe it was a little bit more. I bought a bunch of stuff that day. I'll admit that. And it could have been $5, it could have been $3. I don't know, somewhere in there. But anyway, I got looking at it. My wife goes, what are you looking at? I said, I'm just looking at this thing. She goes, I don't know what. My grandson's name's Roman. You already seen him in one of my videos. My last one I just put up, he was helping me cook some ramen. But I said, I don't know. I wasn't looking for Roman. I was thinking about what I could possibly do with this. And I ran through my head a couple things. One, you know, that could be a signal. Nature doesn't put things in that pattern. But the more important thing was, hey, 6-foot diameter. I'll take it out. This thing's light. I could throw this in a pack. I know I did one on a so-called survival tent or shelter. But I was thinking this thing here, that's a lot nicer. Yeah, it does have a floor in it. No, it don't. But I'm thinking, sorry guys, I'm starting to use a cane now. Sorry guys, I'm starting to use a cane now. I make these, by the way. My videos may start coming a little slower here in the next few months. Having some medical issues. I'm getting to where I can't walk much, and I'll be in a scooter, so my videos may come a little lot slower, or I'm gonna figure out a way to do them all on a scooter. But I'm gonna set my cane out of the way here for a moment. I was looking at this thing, you know, yeah, 6-foot diameter, it's not massive, okay, I'll say that. It isn't. But for the lightweightness of it, you know, you can wad this up a little bit better than, a little smaller than they put it in that box. And the 9 handles, yeah, they're in there. You know, they're not gonna rip. I mean, I guess anything rips. I've bought ripstop parachute, ripstop BDUs, and I've ripped them. So just because they say ripstop and they are U.S. Army issue, they do rip. It takes a lot to rip them, but you know, you can turn this into a little windbreak if you do have a tent up already and winds are coming. You can stake this down, tie it to a tree limb, stake the bottom down. But you got nine of these reinforced nylon handles. I'm not sure how they mean reinforced, but they do seem pretty well stitched in there. So yeah, I'm not sure what in the hell game you play with this thing, but you could use it as a windbreak. You could actually make sort of a shelter out of it by tying it to, I did bring paracord. I'm just looking for, I really wasn't wanting to get in the weeds, but you could tie it to a tree. You could tie it high enough. Maybe there's a couple trees that are close. You could tie it up and form at least a canopy. And maybe in a moment I'll give it a shot on one of these little trees here in the park. Problem with doing them in the city parks are trying to find trees that are adequate, because parks decide to plant wherever they think they're going to put them, but not where they should be, because they got to leave big open areas for people to play in. But I'm thinking, you know what? No, is it massive? Hell no, it's not. I mean, I'd like, if I was really buying a parachute, I'd buy a one for drop that the U.S. Air Force uses for dropping supplies. They're 15-foot, 20-foot diameter. That would be great. I mean, back when I was younger, I bought one that was at Army Navy Surplus. It was 8-foot diameter or 10-foot diameter. It was really good, but they were real parachutes. This isn't. I wouldn't obviously, you're not going to put lines down from it and jump out of anything, or God forbid you try to make your dog into a parachute puppy, and you're not doing that. It's not a real chute. But I saw it and I thought I'd share it with you guys about the fact that you can find survival items. And I'm being stared at by one of my favorite friends, a little squirrel there. Yes, I brung nuts. I mean, now I don't know if I actually take the time to actually tie it to anything, because I'm sure everybody that watches my videos can figure out honestly how to tie stuff to things and use it. I mean, the way I might set it up might not be the way you would, but the reason I did this is because I wanted to show you that you can look around at different places. If you keep an open mind about things, just because, like I said, I wasn't out searching for any type of survival item or anything like that. I was simply going with my wife to pick up some decorations for my grandson's birthday party. Five Below is hate to say it's the cheapest. If you're only using it for one day, I know a lot of people get elaborate on decorations, and you can. Be honest with you, it's just like I say in my videos about survival and bushcraft. Yeah, no one stops you from buying that $500 knife. Okay, nobody. If you want to spend $200 on a multi-tool, you go ahead. My $25 multi-tool does everything I can possibly, and I've had it for a while now, and it's gone through hell with me. So you don't have to spend tons of money. So decorations, if it's something like, hey, I can use this because it's kind of a generic decoration. I can use this at New Year's Eve. I can use it for this. Then great, you spend that $30, $40 for that decoration. If it's something specific that says happy second birthday, well, unless you know somebody else that has a kid that in a few months is going to turn 2, and you say, here, you can have it, which is what I would do. I don't want to waste money on something I'm only going to use once. So when I was there, I'm looking around, like I said, there's all kinds of little games that we bought for him to play with for his party and all this stuff. But right next to him was this, and it says play parachute. And I'm like, okay, what? That's so thin that, oh yeah, get one or two uses out of it and it rips. When I opened up that box and I start my hand, I start feeling it. I'm like, hey, that's actually pretty durable. I know it looks like a tablecloth. About the same material maybe, but a lot thicker. Yeah, I'm not tearing it easy. So I mean, $5, I think, maybe. Most is $5. Takes up, it's light as hell. I ain't putting it back in that box. I mean, I probably would shove it in there, but it is going to get wound up, rolled up, and put in in my little bag that I carry. I mean, a little bit of parachute cord or natural cordage or whatever. You got at least a sunshade. Now, is it massive? No, it's 6 foot diameter, which, you know, let's be real. It's not super huge. But then again, neither is like trees or, you know, if you if I had a long sleeve shirt on and I got sun beating down on me, I can string my long sleeve shirt in a spot and it's going to give a good path of shade in an area. So, you know, when you look at things and you improvise, you have to keep Les Stroud actually said that the best when he was talking about when he goes out, he looks at stuff and he goes, what else can I do with it? It may be something that's not intended for anything like bushcraft or whatever. Or if you're stuck in a real survival situation, your car broke down. Hey, your rear view mirror becomes a signal device. If you have to scrap parts of your car, you can replace that. I mean, I got a nice car, but if it broke, me and my wife was out in the middle of nowhere and it broke down and stuff like that, and we're stuck. Hey, those headlights, I'm gonna knock them out of the car and angle them up or some way that where I can signal with them. My tires, hey, I'll replace tires. I'll cut them things off and use them to burn a smoke signal. You know, that's how you have to look at things. So if you leave an open mind and you're at the store shopping, like I said, with me, we're looking for, you know, decorations, seen this stupid, and little party games, seen this thing and said, hey, could I do something with it for survival or bushcraft? Well, you don't want to be hammered down with a lot of weight. So for the weight, yeah, 6 foot, sun coming this way, I can block it here. It's going to give me about a 15-foot diameter shady area back here. I can put it above, if it's starting to rain, hey, at the very least, I'll do this to show you. At the very least, I can do this with it if it came up a storm. It stormed yesterday here. We just had tornadoes go through the other day. But I could do this if I really, really needed to. I'm stuck out here, it's pouring down rain. Instant poncho, instant rain shelter. I could even come down here like this with it. It's going to help. It's going to help. Is it a poncho? No, I've got excellent ones. I've got, you know, Frog Togs. Did a video with those in the middle of the storm. In the middle of a storm last year. My wife laughing her ass off at me. Because I'm the only idiot that's standing in the middle of the yard with rain coming down hard as hell while she's safely on the porch videoing me. Good video. And laughing. But, so Frog Togs are great. But see, Frog Togs, they got some weight to them. And also, it's only a one thing use, okay? It's only good to wear in the rain. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to wade in the water to go crawfishing or stuff like that, yeah, but then again, I can just roll my pant legs up or take my pants off, be in my shorts if the water's too deep. So I don't really necessarily have to wear them for that. But this takes up very little room, lightweight, and I can get multiple uses out of this. I could use it as a shelter. I can use it as a windbreak in front of my tent if I took it with me camping, which it will. I can string it up so it makes a fire break. You know, makes that windbreak to keep so I use less fuel. You can even use it, I hate to say it like this, guys, you can even use it, just popped in my head, Here's my tent. Here's the opening. I can come 5, 10 feet, whatever, out in front, stake it up, and it gives, nobody can look directly into my tent. So me and my wife's in there and doing whatever. Nobody can walk by and look next to my tent. But I know somebody might say, yeah, but hey, that's why you zip the door. Yeah, but what if it's hot? If it's hot, you don't want to zip that door. You want to leave it open, get air in there. Yeah, I mean, but it makes a good, you know, I can put it above me, stop rain if I had enough time. If I don't, I can duck underneath of it. I can wrap it over my head as I'm walking, all from one little kid's toy. So, yeah, this video is just more about, like I said, showing you this thing, but reminding you, when you go out and look for things, and no matter where you're at, look beyond what it says. Ask yourself, hey, could I use it for something different? Even the bamboo skewers have a use. They might only get one use before they burn, but the metal, I have metal ones, really nice ones. Sold them in the kitchen aisle at Walmart. They're good for, I can use them as a spear. I can use them as what they are for. Hell, I can even eat with them. You know, cut my meat, stab my, my veggies or whatever, and just sit there and eat with it. You always look for more than one use. And also, even if it's not a survival thing, look at what it could do. And based upon that. So, I'm going to be back later with another video of what I originally wanted to do. But remember to like and subscribe. And if, hey, guys, if you happen to like this cane that I made several different styles. It's got a little, I'm Native American, as I told you before, so I get feathers on mine. Little bag that I put a little bitty knife in. If you like one, I don't sell them that high. They're not that expensive. I don't sell them super expensive. But if you're interested in any of them, get a hold of me at on my Facebook, and tell me what you want. I do them with engravings. I don't, or I can do them plain. So just get a hold of me if you're interested in one of them. And
Jeff Bryan, your Facebook.
My Facebook is Jeff Bryan at
Facebook.com.
On Facebook, just look up Jeff Bryan. You'll see a picture of an Indian, black and white picture. But so if you're interested, just get a hold of me, and I'll you tell me what you want, and I'll tell you how much it costs. But until then, like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.